It's a hypothetical question that sparked a huge debate on social media. Okay, so could 100 men defeat one gorilla in a fight?
Hell no!
The gorilla wouldn't beat me. The gorilla wouldn't beat my boys. The majority of you guys, you write yourselves off immediately. You're like, I could never. I would be afraid. I would get beat up. My friends would run away. I believe you. I believe you. And that's where the differences are between you and my guys over here.
Who the hell is this guy?
We are the 100 men out of the billion boys. And that's why you have men like us. That's why we are the small percentage of men who can do this for you, protect you from saber-toothed tigers, woolly mammoths, from gorillas, while you guys gather our berries. I appreciate all of you. So go lay down. Let the men take this one.
Yeah, right.
If you seriously think you and your homies can take down an adult silverback gorilla, the only thing I have to say is,
Do it! Just do it!
that's all I got to say, man. I want to see that. I don't even buy pay-per-views. I'm going to buy that one. But anyway, let's get into this 100 men versus gorilla conversation. What it look like, TV?
I am back! What it do, baby?
YouTube's own Varnell Hill.
Did ya miss me?
Your very own spokesman for the Insidians. We're inside and we're comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
And I'm back with another one. And today we getting into the silliest but the most intriguing conversation this year on the internet. And that's, could 100 grown men beat one adult silverback gorilla? And it has the internet divided. And I'll let you know from the beginning of the video, I think 98 times out of 100, it's going to play out just like this. I'm not even gonna hold y'all, man. I think about 98 times out of 100, that's going to be the result. 2 or 3 times out of 100, we might get a gorilla that's slipping and he pull a hamstring trying to do too much and we get the upper advantage. But 9 times out of 10, I think the gorilla gonna mop us. But anyway, we get a chance to find out at the end of the video because I actually got behind the scenes footage of the first 100 men versus gorilla challenge, but that's at the end of the video. But anyway, like I said, we got people on both sides of the coin on this one. We got a bunch of people that's saying that we would handle this gorilla no problem.
See, this is the reason why we need to differentiate which gorilla are we fighting. This right here, this is a level 1 gorilla. That's a Western gorilla. Western gorillas are only about like 310 pounds. Now, if this was an Eastern gorilla, we would be screwed. Look at this. Look at these little soft punches, these little tibby taps, these little skibbity paps right here. Shout out to Tony Baker. Like, we stomping this. We stomping this gorilla. But if this was an Eastern gorilla, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling y'all, we are done for. We are cooked. We gonna have to have 16 Bobby Lashley's, 17 Izzy Adesanyas, and 18 Goldbergs. It's gonna, and we on top of that, we need 7 Jokic's and 14 Shaqs. Maybe DK. Maybe DK.
I don't know if y'all been seeing this gorilla stuff online, but I feel like we overglazing the gorilla right now, bro. Like for real. Because, listen, gorillas are tough and they super strong, but I don't think y'all know how much 100 people is.
The 100 man thing, you're like, wow, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's a lot of guys or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I think about sitting at like a basketball game or something in an older gym that, you know, the rows only go up, 10 or 12, and look down to your left and there's 10 people sitting next to you, okay? And go 10 rows up. That's 100 people.
Yeah.
It's not that many people.
And I came up with a strategy. Think about this. What is the gorilla gonna do for real? When I got it in a full Nelson like this, right, with my legs wrapped around his chest, and I'm holding this nigga, I'm just on it, because gorillas don't got like long arms and flexible. He ain't getting me off that shit, bro. He gonna be trying to, but I'm finna be holding him, right? I'm holding him. All 99 other niggas just are going me, and it's over with. No weapons, all straight hands. Let me know what y'all think, bro.
Do you have a plan B?
Here's the only way 100 men can beat a silverback gorilla in a fight. It's gotta be 100 Marines at the rank of Lance Corporal or below. You put them in formation at 08, and you tell them that there's a gorilla that they need to fight and defeat. And as soon as they do that, they go home for the day. If it happens in the next 10 minutes, then you go home. If it happens at the end of the day, you go home then. But you don't go home until that gorilla is defeated. And all they really need is an endless supply of Zyn pouches, some vapes on standby. And since this is going to be a big deal event, we're going to have Monster Energy sponsoring the whole event. So there's going to be an endless supply of that too. And because they have to fight off a monster. Now keep in mind, not all 100 Marines are going to be fighting. You're going to have about 15 to 20 standing off to the side doing absolutely nothing because it's a government job. And that's usually what happens. Also, these 15 to 20 are going to be like your senior Lance Corporals, so they're really just not going to do anything anyways. They're going to be dipping into the Zyns, definitely indulging in some monsters, to which they're all going to be easily spotted because they're going to be a vape cloud, basically a smoke signal of shitbaggery over their heads. But yeah, my prediction, the whole fight lasts 37 minutes. Marines are home or back in the barracks.
The gorilla would beat you. I've been looking through the comments. The gorilla wouldn't beat me. The gorilla wouldn't beat my boys. But you know, when they say you don't want to be like everybody else, that everybody is a sheep, everybody is the way that you want to turn away from, the majority of you guys, you write yourselves off immediately. You're like, I could never. I would be afraid. I would get beat up. My friends would run away. I believe you. I believe you. And that's where the differences are between you and my guys over here. Yeah, my guys, we chimed in. Oh, yeah, we got this. We would protect you. There's a reason we're the 1 out of 10, you know. We are the 100 men out of the billion boys out there. Y'all, I understand you're afraid. I understand you don't go to the gym like we do. I understand you don't have the confidence. You don't have the go. You don't have anything that we do. But, you know, I understand. And that's why you have men like us. That's why we are the small percentage of men who can do this for you, protect you from saber-toothed tigers, woolly mammoths, from gorillas, while you guys gather our berries. I appreciate all of you. So go lay down. Let the men take this one.
Show me, don't tell me.
A gorilla will punch your head off. No, it won't. I don't know if y'all realize this, but gorillas don't fight like humans do. They legitimately don't. You can look up a whole bunch of gorilla fighting videos. They exist. You ain't never see a gorilla reel back a face, put its whole body into it, and swing.
Are you sure about that?
Every bit of data you see on gorilla punching force is hypothetical. Just like every single bit of gorilla bench press force is hypothetical. Because they just don't do it. Because gorillas, shock horror, aren't human. And are kind of dumb and don't know martial arts. So a gorilla will in fact not punch your head off. Simply because punching is not in its repertoire. Sure, may it try to smack your head off? Try. But a gorilla slap will hurt a lot less than a gorilla punch.
That's not true.
And you'll probably still be alive. So no, in terms of fighting styles, a gorilla is not this crazy next level martial artist. It knows ground slam and smack. And while the ground slam will be effective, if you happen to be under it, the smack won't be as effective as a punch. Or gorilla kicks wouldn't hurt either. Like, legitimately, y'all are overestimating the ability of a gorilla to actually throw hands in any way that resembles how we as humans throw hands.
Prove it.
It's a lot of people out here that think that we will handle this gorilla. And I really don't think that they understand the power of a gorilla, because they worried about the wrong things. You worried about a gorilla punching you. What you need to be worried about is a gorilla grabbing you. Because if one of the small gorillas grab you, it could be a problem.
Oh,
That wasn't even a gorilla. That was an orangutan, and he's about to pull my man through that little 8-inch square if he wouldn't have got up out that grass, man. So it's a lot of people out there that feel like I feel, that it's going to be an uphill climb to beat a gorilla, man.
You serious? You think you're gonna fight against this monster? You think, you think you're gonna win it? Who's the first man to go forward? The first 50 men are done. The next 50 are running for their life. There's no way 100 man without weapons, without any tools, is taking this beast out. No way. 100 average men, 2025. 2025 men, no testosterone. We think we're doing this? No way. That is collateral damage. Did you see the way that beast was moving? You see how fast it was moving? Do you know how big his head is? Look at my fist. You know how big that head is? Look at that head. Look at that dome. I'm not doing no damage to that thing. Look at the muscle on that thing. That's madness. You've never seen a gorilla fight till now, innit? You've never seen a gorilla fight till now. And you really think you can do it? Absolute madness.
You know something? You're right.
Could 100 average size men bring down a great big huge biggest of the big silverback gorilla?
You know, a lot of people don't realize a lot of things about the gorilla.
Yeah.
One is that, you know, its bite force is 1,300 pounds.
Yeah.
Which means, and for you to wrap your head around that, that means it could take a bite out of a bowling ball.
Yeah.
Okay, which is way denser than your average man's skull.
Yeah.
Right? So consider that it can lift 1,800 pounds.
Or more. A lot of people think more.
Well, to put that in perspective, like a Volkswagen Beetle is like 1,300 pounds.
It could lift it up.
And just...
It could flip it over.
Yeah.
We're talking about one silverback gorilla flipping over a Volkswagen Beetle.
Yeah. And so, I mean, just wrap your head around that type of power.
That type of strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we have to put this in like a dome type environment.
Okay.
Right? And where no one can actually run away.
Nah, because how we gonna hurt him? How we gonna hurt him? He got hair everywhere. How he gonna hurt? How we gonna punch him? It ain't gonna hurt. We gonna scratch him? We can't. We gonna kick him. How we gonna jump him? We can't get behind him. He quick. He fast. Watch how fast he get over there and back over here. He quick.
I heard a lot of black people be like, that silverback's gonna f them up, and I was like, I trust black people in this because it's such a white, like all the white people are being like, we'd f them up, and all the black people are like, that gorilla would f them up, and I'm like, I trust black people at assessing danger more than I do white people because white people suck at assessing danger.
That is the best argument you made.
Because we always think, like Traven said it yesterday, it's like, yeah, dude, a bunch of these Joe Rogan are being like, we don't even need 100. Me and my buddy on HGH, we could f this up. But when I saw a bunch of black people being like, that silver, I was like, yeah, man, like black people have a better radar for, I don't know about that, than white people do. Like,
definitely.
Like when it comes to, I don't know about that, they score 99% on the combine test.
Me personally, I just think it's going to be real hard to beat something that could bust your head easy as a coconut. He wasn't even mad at that coconut. And look what he did to it. And that was just a tap. That was a love tap. And do you know how fast these things are? Because they got that fast twitch muscle fiber and all that extra stuff, all that extra muscle. Do you know how fast they are? last thing you hear is that chest tap and it'll be all over, man. And they even got a secret move, man. They got the gorilla spin.
Oh, man.
Man, what you gonna do with that? Y'all be trying to come at me in the comments section talking about why you ran. I'll be like,
You're goddamn right I did!
did you see him? Did you see him? But anyway, man, we've been talking all this trash on TikTok online like gorillas don't got ears. They heard us, man, and they out there in preparation.
We are screwed.
Really don't think we know what we started, y'all. And all these conversations surrounding us, it's always about the first couple of people that the gorilla's going to get. It's always them first couple of people. Who's going to be the first couple of people?
There's going to be at least 10 of y'all that die, okay? And as long as you guys are okay with that, then I think you can take him down.
What the gorilla would do to the first human man would be talked about for generations, okay? It would be not ideal to watch.
I'm going to be the first person to walk up to the gorilla, and as I get to it, I'm going to slowly turn around and switch teams.
The first couple of dudes are going to get wrecked.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that was my thought too, was we're talking about humans. You know, no human is going to want to sacrifice.
No.
And if you just put yourself in the position as one of the 100 human, but let's take it one step further, you're the first 100 human to approach the gorilla. Because there's going to be that first interaction. You know, who's going first?
But I think about who's going to be that last person. That person that's going to be there after he just done watched 99 people bite the dust. And he's stuck there alone with the gorilla.
All out of love, so lost without you. I know you were right, believe it so long.
He the one I feel sorry for, man. But before we get into the first 100-man versus gorilla competition behind the scenes, let's get into somebody from the Congo that actually lives amongst these silverback gorillas and see what his thought is on 100 men versus a gorilla.
Of 100 for the silverback, if they are strong-hearted, because the noise and the chest beating alone can make you get scared and even run away or fall down. Yeah. When he charges and is next to you, because of the noise,
that's all you're already down.
You're already down before he touches. But still, when you are together in one place,
can put all of you down
close to one another. He has the arm. He has very long arms as compared to the legs. The arms are long and the muscular. Yes. So he will come and all of you puts you down.
He's a serious guy, my guy. I have seen him.
So there you go, straight from somebody's mouth that lives amongst the silverbacks, that you're going to need a whole lot more than 100 people. And as promised at the beginning of this video, I have an exclusive look at the first 100-man versus gorilla live event. You only going to see this here on What It Look Like TV. Behind the scenes exclusive footage.
100 men versus a single adult gorilla. The highly anticipated event, organized by YouTuber Mr. Beast, ended in tragedy today.
We had a whole plan. Gary made a PowerPoint.
Authorities are calling the incident a gross lapse in judgment. Mr. Beast, however, referred to it as a banger.
He went through 87 of us with ease. He's like the Bonnie Blue of gorillas.
The event, dubbed Harambe's Revenge, started as a simple internet debate.
Someone on the internet said gorillas get tired fast. Guess what? He didn't. He didn't even yawn.
The rules were simple: no weapons, no armor, and victory declared only if the gorilla was fully subdued.
At one point, someone yelled, "Form a circle." He spun through us like a Beyblade. Dude activated a Super Smash Bros. Finisher.
Mr. Beast claimed this was his most epic challenge yet, with contestants reportedly offered $10,000 or a Tesla.
They said he'd be intimidated. Nope. He made direct eye contact with me and smiled like a dentist. At one point, he looked bored.
Witnesses say the first casualty occurred within 8 seconds of the starting whistle.
We lost wave 3 pretty early. We thought we could all just pile on. Bro wore us like a backpack. It was like Squid Games, except only 4 Asian guys died.
Selections were based entirely on online applications and Reddit upvotes.
We didn't account for the part where you could punch through a man's sternum like a Capri Sun. I wasn't in the PowerPoint.
Wow, it was a lot of things that wasn't in the PowerPoint. Yo, that's going to be a banger when it drops on Netflix later this year. Mr. Beast was right, man. But what it looked like TV, I always take it one step further for you guys, man. I always go the extra mile. I went and got an exclusive one-to-one interview with the gorilla.
See, I ain't start that shit with nobody. They started that shit with me. I just finished it. Number 10, come get your little shit back, you heard? She with the apes now, nigga. Boom, beat his fucking head in like a drum. One of these niggas had this shit on. I'm trying to get waves on my shit now. You ain't see me going on the internet making videos like, yo, I could beat 100 niggas. I come get your shit back in blood, boy. They came to my shit. The last nigga, I just wanted to keep him alive. So, you know, I just robbed him of his Dior's and shit. Wing check. Nah, chill. My shit is spinning. I'm a real West Side Rilla. 100 niggas ran down and I ain't even flinch. Nigga number 1 ain't make it home to see his bitch. 120 down the highway and I ain't even crashed the whip. Nah. Follow me on SoundCloud though, the real Rilla. Coming from where I come from, not a lot of Rillas make it out. I had to scope the scenery out, so I'm here. It's 50 days in the Bronx Zoo. I want a Hellcat. They ain't no other Glock. Now everybody get shot. Boom, boom, boom. So R.I.P. my nigga Harambe though. Y'all violated. We gonna get back for that. Y'all niggas talking about 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm finna bring this shit to the jungle. What you talking about? Moral of the story, man, y'all know where I'm at, man. If y'all need that, come get that. West Side Village.
Yeah, man, I think he got a point, man. He wasn't messing with y'all. Y'all just started talking about how 100 of y'all could kick his butt, so I guess he had to prove a point. I don't know what y'all was doing messing with gorillas. But anyway, man, y'all tell me in the comment section if y'all think 100 men could beat an adult silverback gorilla. Matter of fact, man, I think y'all could do it, man. I really think y'all could do it, man. But make sure y'all stream it or put it on pay-per-view or something when y'all do it so I can see it. But yeah, I think y'all could do it. Notice I keep saying y'all because I don't want nothing to do with that. But anyway, man, y'all hit me up in the comments section. Tell me how y'all feel about this one.
Tell me how you felt about what just happened there.
And if you done made it to this point in the video, you are my MVP.
It was a stone groove, my man.
I'm out of here.